First thing I would like to say is that I'm very happy that I've been invited in Manipur to come and grace this occasion. And at the very outset, I want to let everyone know that I have a very long association personally with the state, with the erstwhile kingdom of Manipur. In Tripura, we call you all Thangwi. You all mentioned to us as Takhel. And our association with Tripura and Manipur is not that of 75 or 80 years since India was created. Our association goes back with Manipur for centuries. And whenever I feel that someone is inviting me from Manipur, I don't feel that I'm going to another state. I feel like I'm coming to one of my own states where my ancestors came from. My great-grandmother, our ancestors are all from the same blood and same DNA. So today, while we speak about alliances, it is a democratic alliance. People are aligned by political ideology. Sometimes people are aligned for personal interest, sometimes for larger interest. But I cannot ignore the fact that my alignment with Manipur is that of DNA, and I cannot take the DNA out of myself. So I come here in the very beginning. I don't have a speech written here. Generally, people prepare for a speech. I don't have a speech written here. I want to speak from what is within my heart. We are the indigenous people of Northeast. You are the indigenous people of Northeast. And the sad part is, while we unite every year on the 9th of August, for 364 days, we are divided. As Khasis, Garos, Jaintiyas, amongst the Nagas as Semas, Aus, Lothas, we are divided as Maiteis. Within Maiteis, we are divided as Pagans, we are divided as Kuki, we are divided as Nagas, we are divided as Apatani, we are divided as Nishi, as different communities, Dimasas, Bodos. Amongst Assam, there is so much of division. So while we unite for one day in a year, we forget that unity is not a birthday. It cannot be celebrated as a Valentine's Day. It cannot be celebrated as a birthday. Unity has to be consistent and persistent. It is very easy to divide us today. It is very easy to divide us today. We are divided in the name of religion. Sometimes we are divided in the name of language. We are divided in the name of parties. We are divided in the name of you are from this community and I am from this community. But all this divide is artificial. Because when the indigenous people of Northeast, whether it is my friend Dipen from here, whether it is my Arunachali friend, whether it is my Naga brother or sister, whether it is my Khasi, when they go to Delhi, when they go to Bangalore, when you go to Hyderabad, do they know who you are? Do they know which religion you belong to? Do they even understand that there are different states, different tribes? No. And we get discriminated. We get looked down upon. And we allow this to happen to ourselves. You know why? Because within our own backyard, we can't settle our differences. In Delhi, in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, I have seen a Khasi and a Garo friend. I have not seen that in Shillong or in Tura. In Manipur, I have not seen a Meitei and a Naga being friends as much as I've seen it in Munirka and Delhi. I have not seen a Deb Burma and a Jamatia being as close to each other in Bangalore, in Tripura, but in Bangalore they are brothers. That's because when we are targeted, we unite, we become one. But we then come back to our backyard and we don't realize that the people who have taken advantage of our exploitation are the same people who don't know who is what. Today in our lands, my friend from Assam was talking about natural resources. Today in our land, we have the best coal, the best limestone, we have the best sand, we have oil, we have gas, we have tea, we have tourism. Yet, the stakeholders are people from outside. Why? Is it a dream of an indigenous person? To be a person who will forever in his life be an employee, or when will you become the owner of the land, the owner of the business which brings you a secure next generation? Politically, I belong to a Tripura Motha party. I have my friends from Tripura here as well. Just now, one of the MLAs said, we don't want to become another Tripura. Well, you don't have to become another Tripura. In another 15 years, Assam will be worse than Tripura because we have started fighting back. We started fighting back, and I learned it not because somebody inspired me. It was my tribal, my Jatbindrio friends from Shillong who inspired me to go back to Tripura and fight for what is ours. And I learned it. It was not any Maharaja from Jaipur or from Gwalior who told me to go and fight for my people. It was a Kong in a Jadov stall who told me, this is your land, you should go and fight. There are people here, youngsters. I've seen you fight for your community. I've seen you fight for how you look, what you eat. And that inspired me. My inspiration comes from the village, from you all people. It does not come from top. My power comes from my people, and from the top comes somebody else's power. We are not here because of the blessings of New Delhi. We are here because of the prayers of our people. A gentleman here just said, he mentioned God. From Mizoram, I think. There was a gentleman who mentioned something about God is there. God is there. But we have to follow the path of God. Where is our weakness that divides us today? We are greedy. We look at short-term goals. When we come to power, we stop speaking for our people. When we are out of power, we are son of the soil. But the moment we come to power, we are told to keep quiet because that is politics. Sitting here in Imphal, I want to pass on the message to my people in Tripura. I don't care if I remain in power or out of power, because my real power comes from my community, and my community, if my community is not happy, there is no use of having an MP or few ministers, because the ultimate goal, and I'm saying this about Manipur as well, is the survival of your next generation. Politicians fight for next election. Leaders fight for next generation. So please understand, what is there to fear? When I was coming to Manipur, many people called me up and said, don't come to Manipur, not right now. But why will I not come and meet my friends in Manipur? People may be scared of not coming to Manipur. But if you want to show solidarity, if you want to show love, empathy, come and see Manipur for yourself. What divides us? What unites us? You know, I've said this many times in Tripura. I'm saying this time in Imphal. It is easy to divide the poor. You will never see an Ambani fighting. You will never see a Tata fighting. You will never see a Adani fighting. You will never see Marwadis fighting. You will never see Parsis fighting. Who do you see fighting? People who are poor. People who can be divided for some money. people who have to feed their children's stomach. So you can give 500 rupees and say, chant BJP Zindabad. They will say BJP Zindabad. Say 1000 rupees, say Tipra Motha, my party Zindabad. They will say Tipra Motha Zindabad. Somebody will come and say 1500 rupees, say Congress Party Zindabad. They will say because they have to feed the stomach. It is always easy to divide the poor, whether it is in Africa, whether it is in Bihar or UP, where there is abject poverty, or Bengal, or whether it is the Northeast. And when we are divided and when we are poor, all our resources, whether it is limestone, coal, gas, tea,